Hey guys, Barry here with George, bringing you a brand new SEGA News Bits.
Hello everyone.
And this is the first time that we're actually recording within the same room live. It's kind of bizarre.
Yes, very bizarre.
But there's a reason for that. It's because we were at the Sonic 25th anniversary party in San Diego, just completed about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. So this video, we're going to be talking about our experiences at the event, kind of running through what went on, but it was kind of, there were so many things happening in different rooms that we weren't there for everything, but we were there for all the big things. George, do you want to kick off, like, just what was like, you know, getting in line, getting in there?
I mean, let's be honest, right when we got in there, we cut in line, right, Barry?
Yeah.
So we didn't want to be way last in line, so we cut in line, and we were kind of in the front, so we got in there, but people were literally lined up for, like, hours to come in, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, first off, we cut in line, but we cut in line for our listening audience and for the people who visit our site, because you don't want us to be last. We're SEGAbits.
Oh, God. It's so
Just, yeah, I know. But, yeah, you could see the end of the line from the front of the line. There was like 20 feet, and then it was the end of the line, which is kind of sad, especially when 2 hours into the event, I heard someone make an announcement that there were still people in line, which I can't imagine because they were missing reveals.
Yeah, it was like the whole thing was already over by the time they went in.
Yeah, I thought it was, I mean, I got in, so I'm not going to complain too much. It was handled pretty well.
We walked right in, they gave us their little swag bag.
Yep.
We could talk about what we got, right?
Yeah, so in the swag bag, we had a Totino's hat.
Oh yeah, that one wasn't in the Tales channel unboxing.
No, there was also a really nice fitted Sonic 25th anniversary hat.
Yes.
There was the coin.
And what number did you get?
I got 302. You got an awesome number.
1,000.
Yeah, that's really
a plain
cool.
number, and that was pretty good.
Yeah. And
go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm trying to think what else was in there. This little USB thing that was like really small, really light. No one knew how to open it.
Yeah, and I got it open, but people thought it was gonna slide out. It pops up.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then inside they had a song for the new Sonic game, Sonic Mania, which they announced at the event, and you can probably see the video somewhere on this screen right here.
Yeah. And then what else was in there? There was little flyers about that Sonic Drop Dead collaboration. There was also a schedule of events. It's like across the room from me, but I'm too lazy to walk over and grab it. But and then there was a Sonic Boom plush. They were all randomized, so people were trading.
We got Sonic, and I finally, in the end of the night, traded for Eggman, who I wanted.
Yeah, everyone wanted the Eggman, so that was the popular one. And I think there were a few more things in there, but nothing super notable, right?
I mean, you talk about they served.
The comic.
Because they did the comic, yeah, the variant comic.
Yeah, and so there were two floors. The first floor had the VIP room, which we desperately wanted to get into and couldn't. There was a store that I feel like they didn't really tell people where it was, and so a lot of people either didn't know where it was or it just sold out real fast. And so when people were like 2 hours into the event going, oh, where's the Sonic store? Everything was gone.
Yeah. And, I mean, they didn't have that many things. They had a t-shirt, some plush dolls, and comic books, trade paperbacks.
Yeah, I think the big thing was the Sonic 25th anniversary keychain, which sold out before we were there. The dolls themselves are going to be on sale eventually, but right now they were only available at the event. They were classic Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Eggman. Yep.
They also had some other merchandise there. They had the Hello Kitty tie-in with Sonic dolls. They finally showed the Lego.
Right, yeah, these weren't for sale, but they were showing them off in little plastic cabinets. There was that car that they were touting that was parked in the back.
Yeah.
And I hardly went back there, but that was kind of like a cool-off room. They also had this mysterious demo station set up, which ended up being Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
And so that's the first floor. The basement was where the main stage was, and then there was the autograph room. There were more bars. There was food on both levels, onion rings. For as athletic as Sonic is, they were feeding us some pretty heavy shit.
Yeah, like chili dogs.
Yeah, chili dogs and hamburgers, but it was all free, which was cool. I mean, $25 ticket price kind of pays for itself with the goodie bag, but then you get all these free autographs, you get free food. So, I mean, if Sega was making a profit on this, I would be very surprised.
It's more of a promotional event, it seems, for the fans. And you even got to play Sonic Mania before it came out, and Sonic Boom Fire and Ice.
That's right, yeah. So the first thing we did was we played Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. I guess we'll make another video with our impressions on that. And then it was just the whole night was just kind of a blur bouncing around. You wanted to get all the autographs. You wanted to see all the stage shows. You wanted to connect with friends. You wanted to seek out rare Pokemon or the equivalent. Unfortunately, Ken Penders was not there.
We looked.
Tom Kalinske was there, but only in VIP, and I don't think he was there the whole night. Trying to think what else. It was...
We could talk about, some of the surprising things, I think, for the whole night was how much people cheered Modern Sonic. Not Modern Sonic, but Adventure Sonic and, the mid-2000s Sonic music. I was surprised. I didn't know people liked it that much. When the Shadow the Hedgehog theme came on, people were ecstatic.
Yeah.
It was pretty impressive.
Shadow and Sonic Heroes, I felt, got a lot of praise. And I'm not surprised by Sonic Heroes because that was the highest selling Sonic game of all time. I mean, it was also the first multi-platform game, but in our Sonic Mania video, we'll get more into the trailer and such. Yeah, when they were doing that, going through the years, when they showed Heroes, people were cheering like crazy. And then when they went backwards and they showed Heroes again, people went crazy. It's you guys know that this isn't Sonic Heroes too, but I guess they support what they like. Aaron I think he did a fantastic job emceeing for the night. He got people were chanting his name at the end.
Yeah, and he had a little fan group gathering outside after the event. Yeah.
I mean, and when you're on stage with Izuka, the head of Sonic Team, and you're the one getting the audience to chant your name, I mean, that must be pretty great, but also kind of embarrassing when you think about it, because it's you have Sonic Team on stage. I
think it's just because he's been with them right there, and he's been doing this whole Twitter thing, and he really changed the brand name. I think he's embraced the memes.
Right, and I guess Aaron's kind of our avatar. He's the fan on the inside. He knows what he's doing. He's a really nice guy. So I think he's earned this, and it's definitely something he's been working towards his entire career at Sega. If it sounds like we're jumping around, it's just because there was so much stuff going on.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things. We met a lot of people that we didn't meet before.
Yeah.
We hung out with Sonic Retro people. It was fun.
Yeah, and we saw some other fan site folks. I didn't see any other general Sega sites.
Yeah, no, neither did I.
No, so I guess, we're the only ones there. I guess that means we're pretty cool. But there were a lot of people from other fan events. Sonic Revolution was there. A lot of YouTubers.
Yes.
At the 2014 New York Sonic Boom, one of the big things I noticed was younger kids seeing slightly older kids, and they go, "Oh my God, I watch your YouTube show, man. Can I get a picture?" And they always turn to me and say, "Hey, can you take our picture?"
Yes.
Which is cool. I mean, but to be fair, there were a fair amount of people who were like, "Are you Barry and George? Can we get your picture?" Which is cool.
It is pretty cool.
We hung out with Chris Tang and Kiyoshi Okuma, who are working on Strike Harbinger. Chris was the Sonic & Knuckles Rock the Rock guy, which I kept telling people he was, because
and
people
were like, "That's you?"
It's a cool thing to brag about, especially at a Sonic event.
Exactly, I agree.
And I'm always happy to have cool people associated with the site. So
I agree.
But all in all, what would you rate the event? Would you say it was worth it?
It was definitely worth coming over here for, and struggling in the public transport bus for sure. But my only issue is, I think the Crush 40 set, or in the Sonic music, they could have spliced it up and did some talk, and then the song, and then done the contest, the fan art contest or whatever they were doing, then another song, instead of Weber coming out talking, and then a huge set for Crush 40, and then all the other stuff in the end.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I flew out from Chicago. I thought it was well worth it. I'm not here for any other event. I'm leaving tomorrow. But when I went to Boom 2014, it was great to see all these Sonic fans together. You know, for better or worse, there are a lot of great people in the fandom. It's fun to talk to, especially the website owners and the YouTube people. They're pretty down-to-earth, normal folks. And it's fun getting free stuff. But I'll be honest, I was disappointed looking back with Boom 2014 because there was no... Like, I'm not really proud to say that I was there when they announced Rise of Lyric. Or, you know, like, showed footage. I'm not really proud to say, yeah, I played the demo there of Rise of Lyric and I met Big Red Button.
Yeah. You want to be there for the good game.
Yeah. And so this was the event where you're like, I was there for Sonic Mania. I was there for Mystery Sonic Project 2017. I think despite the fact that a lot of the stage presentations were delayed, it still ended at 10, which I'm surprised by. And I think there was something for everyone. I think modern fans, classic fans, they were all really happy, which is something I didn't experience at Boom 2014. It was mainly a bunch of older fans who were like, what is this? And a bunch of younger fans who were like, oh, this looks pretty cool. So it was not balanced at all. And then even then, the younger fans were like, this is pretty cool, but I kind of liked, you know, Colors or Unleashed or, you know.
Yeah, a Sonic Team game.
Exactly. And again, like, yeah, there was no Sonic Team game at the 2014 event. But, you know, the games that they were apparently working on in 2014 were finally revealed, and they look pretty cool. So we'll have other videos for those. But, yeah, overall, these are just kind of our recollections
from the night.
From the night. We're pretty exhausted.
For sure. And just leave us a comment and tell us what you guys thought. If you guys saw it in the stream, let us know. Yeah,
and we'll always have more stories to share. I'm sure they'll come to us. So future SEGA News Bits will definitely have them. Thanks for listening. If you'd like more SEGA news, check us out at SEGAbits.com. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and follow us on all our social networks.